Good morning, good morning. Oh, why is it not coming up? Can't find the stream. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I can't find the stream. There, found it now. Sound is down. There, guys. And put it to live chat. There we are. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. I'll show you out the window. It's a day. Yeah, that's the kind of day it is. Still waiting on the snow. No snow as yet. With a wee flurry a while ago, but it never came to much. Goldust, good morning, my lovely Goldust. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah, it's raining. I wish the snow would come. Lewis, good morning to you, lovely Lewis. Thank you for coming in and talking to me today. Catherine, good morning, lovely Catherine. Thank you for coming in and talking today. I've not done nothing with the hair. It's just up. It's just made them in. I woke up feeling a bit like that myself, but I'm heading forward. I'm moving forward. I'm trying not to think negative. But I did wake up feeling a bit. I never went to my swimming. I still wasn't ready for my. Do you know what? I'll go back my swimming on Monday. I'll go back my swimming on Monday, make a fresh start because this week's just not thingy. But I've got my appointment tomorrow. Now I'll need to phone them because I'm not sure if it's a phone appointment or if I have to go down. I don't know. I'll phone them anyway and find out. Just double check. I don't want to head away down there and it's a phone appointment. And then I'm in the car and I can't. Well, I can answer it if I'm driving because my car does that. But so I did my ducky video this morning. I see all the ducks. So they're all in my bathroom. 24 ducks. Well, 26 ducks because there's two big ducks. I know you're probably like enough about the ducks, Blueberry. We've heard enough about the ducks. I visualise my grandson having his bath with all these millions of duckies, do you know what I mean? Throwing the big ducks flying about all over my house. So today I've got an Asda delivery coming. I've not actually got an Asda delivery in a long time. Because I usually manage to get myself to the shop, but as I say, this week's not been the best. So what have I got coming? I've got nice things coming. I've got cauliflower cheese. Yeah, gold dust. I still think, see, if one of my, like, we're talking to you, yous are more like my friends. The people that I meet up the swimming are more like acquaintances. Do you know what I mean? They don't know all about my life or that. Sky, good morning. Good morning, my lovely Sky. The people up the swimming, I just say good morning. We talk niceties. Do you know what I mean? But they don't know anything about me. Whereas yous know everything about me. So if I was up the swimming and somebody was to say to me, "How have you been?" or something, I would end up crying because that's what I do. I'm just emotional, but a lot of people have contacted me, and I'm just thinking it's just females because I've not had any males message me the same thing. But I think being female, your emotions are always there. We give out our emotions more than men. Men seem to be able to hide it. I'm not saying that's a good thing because it's good to get your emotions out, but I'm just a ball of emotions with the change of life and everything that's been happening this year with me and stuff. And it just takes one person up the swimming to say something to me, and I would cry. So I'm not strong enough yet to be able to go up there and go, "Oh, I'm fine. I just had a week off or something. I don't know." Yeah, see, that's is it. People catch you off guard, and you would end up crying. Oh, cauliflower cheese, and I've got some nice bread coming. That's got seeds on it, so I might toast the seed. I might toast. Oh, I'm going to have toast. I'm going to make toast with the seeded bread, and then dip it in the cauliflower cheese. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Yes, use are more like my friends. Can you believe that? Use are more of my friends, and I don't get to see yous physically, and yet people that I see every single day up the swimming aren't. I wouldn't class as close friends. Do you know what I mean? That just shows you how much I love yous. Never thought about that until now, but there you are. There you go. See, I do love yous. Would you be my Christmas date? Where's my mistletoe? I'm going to dangle it and give you all a big kiss. Oh. So I'll tell you what I watched yesterday, and I thoroughly enjoyed every second of it. It was Funny Girl with Barbara Streisand. People, people are people who like people. That one, oh yes. I was Barbara Streisand's great, and it Funny Girl. So I watched that yesterday. I was like, that's it. I've not seen that movie. I forgot what the movie was about, but it was great. Ah, go as well. Yous are my friends. Yous are my friend. But that was a great film because I watched Serial Killer in the morning. That was a bit depressing, I'm not going to lie. That was a wee bit depressing, that film. But then, see, when I watched Funny Girl with Barbara Streisand, I was like, this is great. Elisa, good morning to you. Good morning. Oh yeah, I love a bit of musical. I love a musical. Do you know what Do you know what I might watch today? Paint Your Wagon. Who's ever watched Paint Your Wagon? Wait, it's no Lee Van Cleef. He's the other guy. It's no John Wayne. It's Marvin. Oh, it's got Clint Eastwood in it and Marvin. Oh, Cabaret's brilliant with Liza Minnelli. Yes. Who's it? I'm going to need to Google it now. See, thank goodness for Google these days. Right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Lee Marvin. I knew I was almost there. I was on the right page. Thank you, Green Rose, and thank you for coming in anyway and saying good morning. Hope you have a lovely day. Oh, Paint Your Wagon. That's a great. See if you don't know the story. I'm going to tell you the story, right? But I won't. Well, will I ruin it? I might ruin it for you if I tell you the story. It's basically about gold miners back in the day, and there's a town in America somewhere, and there's no women in it at all. No women. Oh, Emma, beautiful Em. Good morning, Em. Oh, Oh, I loved it yesterday. Barbara Streisand. The squeakometer. I know. Listen, I enjoyed every second of that video. Making the ducks. I couldn't wait until opening the ducks. Yeah, so Paint Your Wagon, they're in this town in America, and it's a gold mining town, and there's no women in it. This is the kind of town I need to go to. Look, somebody find me a town that's got no women in it because they'll all want me. Anyway, so Clint Eastwood and Lee Marvin are partners in it, and along comes a man that's got two wives. Two wives. So he decides to auction one of the wives off, and and again it's a I was born under a wandering star. It's great, and Lee Marvin's the whole rusky voice, and Clint Eastwood's dead young. You know, it's a great. I love the kind of films. See a bit of musical, you can't whack it. Can't whack a musical. I love it. I love the musicals. Unsinkable Molly Brown's another one. Calamity Jane. I would think Calamity Jane's probably my favourite because of a right crush on Doris Day. Is it Doris Day? It's Doris Day. I had a crush on her. Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away. See, that's when my sexuality. I was starting to think to myself, I like girls and boys. Oh, Calamity Jane dressed as a boy. By God, that was like ultimate for me. I was like, oh my God, they're just getting the best of both worlds there with her. Theon, good morning to you. Hope I'm pronouncing that your name properly. Good morning. Sweeney Todd, I've never seen Sweeney Todd Gold Dust. Em's got technical problems. Sorry, Em. Yeah, so I love. Do you know what else I love? When you reject all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day. West Side Story. Dim, dim, dim. Dim, dim, dim. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. Although that's an anger management as well. Pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay and a pity. Oh, that is great. Maria. I can't remember. I've just met a girl called Maria. I can't remember. But it's all the great songs in it. And it's a Romeo and Juliet of modern time, isn't it? Really. It's a Romeo and Juliet story. I hope I didn't ruin it for you if you have never seen West Side Story. You should watch it because it's a right good finger snapper, toe tapper. Wild girl, I'm doing good today. I didn't feel the best when I got up this morning. I didn't feel the best. But then I heard something and it made me laugh, and it's probably not funny. But you know what I'm like? I laugh at very inappropriate times, right? And please don't judge me. But I was just confused is what I'm going to tell you the story, right? Please don't feel bad about me. Kim, good morning. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. Oh God, I love the theatre. I'm going to a pantomime. See, that's all in the theatre. Right, so this morning I'm talking to my mum and dad, my poor mum and dad, right? I'm talking to my mother, and their wee dog has to go and get its wee leggies x-rayed, right? She's getting her wee legs x-rayed. But they've got to put the dog out to sleep and all that to get an x-ray done, and we're a bit worried, you know, we're a bit like, come on, but you're always worried with your pet. So anyway, she's talking away about the vet, and the vet had says, what we could do for the dog is give the dog acupuncture, right? And I went, acupuncture? And my mum went, and I went for the dog. And she went, aye. I was like, I've never heard of that in my life, mum, acupuncture for the dog. But then I start giggling, and it's not because of the seriousness of the dog needing something done. I was thinking about, I can't imagine me taking Poppy along to a vet, right? And you know the way dogs are with vets anyway. I mean, they're terrified. It's Martingle Pink. Good morning, it's Martingle Pink. Um, you know, taking the dog along to the vet anyway, and then the dog's going to get poked with all these needles all over it. And I was thinking, oh God, I wonder if they would put an acupuncture needle in Poppy's big ears. She'd be yelping the place down. I can't see how that's going to help. So anyway, I was giggling at that. I was giggling. I was like, no way. That's they must be at it. They must be at it. Right? So I looks it up, and sure enough, it's a thing. They've even got a bloody seat that they put the dogs in so the dog can't claw the face off itself with these needles in it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe acupuncture does great things for dogs, but I'd never heard of that in my life. I was took back this morning. I was going, what? Acupuncture for the dog? And I was saying, my poor Poppy, I can't imagine taking Poppy in to the vet and then leaving her, and then see, after the third needle in the dog would be stressing out to F. The dog would be stressing out. I don't think it's going to be a stress-free procedure. And I can't see it because we looked it up and they were getting acupuncture on their face, these dogs. And I can't imagine that would cure my dog's legs. Maybe I'm just being a skeptic. A nuclear stress test? What is that, Em? That sounds serious stuff. Did you watch my acupuncture video? Because I was thinking, the ping that ended these, I can't imagine Poppy looking like a porcupine. Do you know what I mean? And getting pinged. But it happened, but people is different because we know what's going on. We know that we're getting these needles in us and what it's for. Dogs don't, however, they just know that their mum and daddy have took them to the vet, left them there with the strange vet, and they're getting all these needles put in. So, and I laughed, but I wasn't laughing at the dog being in distress or anything. I was laughing at the whole concept. GG Chronicles, good morning to you, good morning. You're a great singer. If people don't know, I've heard Em's voice and she can bail out a song, I'll tell you that. Yeah, but see, people are different for dogs. See, we know what we're getting. Dogs don't know that that's helping them or anything like that. They just know they're getting these needles put in them. Celia, good morning. And there's my golfer girl. Good morning, golfer girl. Oh, I love that picture that you put up of paradise, golfer girl. Sunset in paradise. I woke up with the screams of the wee Neds. Golfer girls woke up with the sounds of paradise. Swap. Want to swap places? You can stay in wee Nedsville and I'll go to a beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah, we've all missed you, sweet but we know that you're a busy lady. Poppy, don't, or I'll get you acupunctured. My goodness. There'll be a dog out there, no doubt. It'll be a dog. It'll be a dog. Oh, did it remind you of my hair, golfer girl? See, my hair's different. I know people can't keep up with my hair. Look what she's done now. Listen, it's conditioner. It's just conditioner. Wee Neds, Sky, the sound of the wee Neds. That's what I wake up to in the morning. Here you, mate. I'm no talking to you. Don't you come to my door. Your ma's a junkie. No, I heard that as well. Somebody was screaming out there, your ma's a junkie, and that's not nice. People can't help being addicts. It's not a funny thing. So that was all getting screamed out there one night. Of course, I'm out listening. Do you know what I mean? Of course, I'm out there listening to every word. No. Sometimes the wee Neds are even too fast for me to comprehend. So I'm like, what was that they just said? I get the son involved. What did they just say there, Peter? What was it they said there? Tell me. Ah, yeah, Erin. Good morning. Yeah, you hear all that here. That's fighting talks and people talk about other people's maws in Scotland. That's too far there, pal. You talked about my maw. I hate getting called maw. My kids know that. See if they want to annoy me, they'll call me maw. And I'm like, don't call me that. I don't know why. It's just one of the words I don't like. I don't like maw. It's like the C word. Very, very seldom you'd ever hear me saying the C word because I just don't like that word. It's just not a word I like to use as a C word. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Moist is what I can use. Moist. A lot of people can't use that word, moist, but I can use that. No bother, but no. Okay. Have a lovely day, my sweet Do you at least? I see. I can't. I hate Mo. I'm like, don't be calling me that. Don't be. Or Mad Mo is even worse. Don't be calling me that. Everybody knows I'm mad, and that's not my mental illness. That's just my behaviour. If that makes sense. See, I'm not talking about like my mental illness, but everybody thinks I'm mad as in them. You know the things I do, like bringing people into the house that I've just met and see, there's my mother trying to ruin the live stream. Mother, I'm on a live stream. She should know. She should know what I do during the day. I'll be about this acupuncture thing. We're not having it. I was like, you're not going to get the dog acupunctured, are you? All I could think of it was like Poppy and her big ears and think, oh my God. And they've actually got a special chair that they put the dogs in when they're doing. Did any use that? They put the dog in a special chair. The chair, the dog's paws go like that, and then there's a contraption over the top, so the dog can't get up to whack out these needles that they're poking in them. I was like, oh, I can't believe that people do that to their dogs. So it's a different world. It's a different world we live in. Back in my day, see, but way back when I was a wee girl, people didn't even pick up their their dog's poo on the street. People would just open their door and let their dog out. Their dog could be out all day, roaming the streets. I used to see packs of wild dogs when I was at school. Just wild dogs just mating and stuff like that in the playground. That's when, I'd be like, that's more interesting maths. I'm not listening to you, teacher. I'm watching what's going on out the window. There's a squirrel as well. See, I'm terrible. Oh, well, girl, is that to me? Oh, that's very, very kind. Oh no, don't, no, never. No. I thought you were going. See, I'm not good at reading. No, never dry shave, and also see that cream that they use, the hair removing cream for sensitive areas. No, it still burnt my lady parts up. My lady parts were like hell on fire. I had to walk about like with my legs wide open, like either I had been really lucky the night before or like a cowboy. I don't know, but it was bad. It was bad. And I think I had an important event the next day or something, and there I was. There I was. It was like it was red as a tomato. For sensitive areas, my ass. And it was burning up. So I would never use it. I would do the patch test. I would do the patch test. I'm like, never mind patch tests. Give me the cream there. Just well, lather it on. Lather the cream on. There we go. Yeah. No, no. See, that was raw. That was never. It was a one time thing. That for me, that was a one time thing for me. Mm, no. And then we all know the story about the silky mitt. There was a thing called a silky mitt. Silky mitt, and it's like a nail file, but it's for hair that's round about here, right? And I've not really got bad hair round about there, right? There may be one or two wee tiny, tiny hairs, but it's not really anything bad. So I decided one day I was going to buy this silky mitt, and all you do with it is rub it like this, right? And it's an amazing thing because, oh, aye, it took all the hair out. I was like, look at that. That's actually took my wee moustache off. I've not got a wee smooth. That's a great wee thing, that. See, when I woke up in the morning, I had a red moustache like that, a rash like that. I'd have been better with the wee, tiny, tiny hairs. Red moustache like that. Sore. So I had to walk about with that. I was like, never again. Don't buy the silky mitt. If you see a silk, don't be buying it. ASMR Craft video, good morning to you, or good evening to you, I should say, to my lovely ASMR Craft video. I hope things will be warm there where you are, summertime. It was very smooth until the next morning, and then it was a rash. Is that right? See, do you know, I've got stubborn hair. Because see, even all through chemo, I still had my eyebrows. They weren't really, really thin. I mean, they weren't as bushy as what they are now. But I mean, I'd lost every hair on my head and all over everywhere, by the way. Apart from down below as well. I think I had a couple of wispy areas. Not that I was bothered with that. I was going through bigger problems at the time. So I mean, my hair, even through chemo, I mean, I was showing the midwife. I was like, look, but I've still got eyebrows. In fact, see, the second lot of chemo, that was the clear stuff. My hair actually started to grow back because I was like saying to the nurse, I went, come and feel my head. You can feel I've got some hair growing on me. Yeah, see, don't be using the silky mitt, wild girl. For God's sake, don't use the silky mitt. That's my tip. It was bad. See, my hair's the colour of my eyebrows, almost black. My hair really is. I didn't actually realise how dark my hair was until it all started growing in after chemo. And I thought, God, I can't mind my hair being that dark. It's just because I used to dye my hair so much, I didn't know what colour it was. But it says, well, the colour of my eyebrows, pretty dark, my hair. But there you go. Do you know what I'm safer with? A razor and some of the shaving foam. Razor and I'm that kind of girl. Give me the razor and some shaving foam and my or if it's your private area, hair conditioner. Mm-hmm. Lisa, pain again. I know. I've never had my eyebrows threaded ever. See, I know. I've never had a lot of things. I've never had my nails done professionally. I've never had my eyebrows done. I've never had a massage. I've never had anything like that. Do you know what I mean? See, I do, but I do have to shave my legs and stuff like that. But it's never really hairy. The only time I did notice hairiness on my leg was, see, after I got the metal rod put up my leg, I had to get a cast put on the leg, right? And I was in cast for about 6 months. They kept changing the cast, right? But see, every time they took the cast off to put a new cast on, I was like, oh God, I should have brought my razor. And it was like Chewbacca's leg, to tell the truth. It was like Chewbacca's. And I always remember saying to nurse, I apologise for my leg hair. They're not bothered with leg hair, but I was like, oh my God, look at it. I was thinking, oh God, I should have brought my razor. I could have gave it a wee shave before they put it in cast. Oh God, yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Listen, see if you want to give her my name or that, she can always come and talk to me. My mouth, they said that sometimes you can get blisters in your mouth with chemo. With my mouth, it felt as if they'd actually got a knife and skinned the inside of my mouth. See the top layer of skin in your cheeks? It felt as if somebody had actually removed the skin completely. That's how raw and painful it was. And up my nose was just full of scabs. And I got this mouthwash that said, caution, do not drink, can cause hallucinations. Mouthwash. I never used it, to tell you the truth. I gave it to my mum and dad. I used some other mouthwash, but nothing helped. Nothing helped. But that's just another thing that people forget about when the hair things always comes up when people are on chemo, but the mouth is it's a horrible thing, and the steroids as well that they give you, that because they've got to give you that so you don't reject the chemo. You feel as if my heart's in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? And I had cakes going at 2 in the morning. I had pots of soup going. I was tidying up. I was putting my Hoover on. I could not sit down. I was in this constant con that I was up there. Do you know? And see all of this. I spoke to all yous about it, but I've never really spoke about my feelings to like a psychiatrist or anything like that about how I was feeling back when I thought I was dying. Do you know what I mean? I've never really spoke to the professional about all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the scabs are terrible, but also on your head, because I remember getting sore boils as well, really painful. The kind of boils that, see if you were to squeeze them, nothing would come out, just really, really big sore boils. I used to have them on my head as well, and it's just because you're so run down. You're because they're poisoning you basically. One time I couldn't get my chemotherapy because my blood cells were so low. My white blood cells were so low they couldn't do it, and I was crying because I had all the days knocked off my calendar exactly of the day I was finishing. Oh, ASMR Griffith, I hope you feel better tomorrow with it. Just think so. That's you. You've done the right thing. Getting the jag. I'm going to be getting my booster whenever they can fit me in. Yes, I'll be able to tell them tomorrow all about my. Christ, I'll be going back to my childhood, the amount of crap that I've been through in my life. And I don't know what it is that's made me the way I am the now, or if it's just all of it all piled up on top. You know how people say the straw that broke the camel's back. I wonder if it's just that with me, that I've just had so much that I just can't take it anymore. Elisa, so I'm seeing the counsellor tomorrow. I still call them a shrink or a psychiatrist, but who was it? It was one of my daughters anyway. Says they don't call them that anymore, Mum. That they're called counsellors. I think it was Sophie. They're called counsellors now. I still call them psychiatrists because that's what the person is. And I'm not. Listen, I was embarrassed at first telling everybody, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no, this is a real thing that happens to folk. Do you know what I mean? Somebody even suggested yesterday, somewhere, I'm not telling you where because I don't want MD getting hate or anything, but that I should come off all of this and concentrate and get myself better. But then I wrote back and said to them, but I look forward to doing this every day. See, if I didn't have you to come on and talk to every day, I'd been a even darker place than what I am now. See, if I couldn't come on and talk to you, I don't know I'm getting emotional thinking about it. That will not be happening. uh, I'm going to open up. I am definitely. I'm not. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm putting this stuff on my scalp. Um, Good morning, Lurinda. Good morning. Good morning. Um, did you see that comment, Elisa? Um, yeah. See if I never had yous, I'd be like, I'm not saying that I've not got nothing else in my life, right? But yous are a huge part of my life, and it'd be like, I don't know what I would do if I never had yous to come on and talk to. It would make me even worse. But I don't suppose people get it unless you do what I do every day, if you know what I mean. See, it's hard for me to explain. Yes, God, and you listen. I'm proud of myself now, but I was see at the weekend. I was frightened of myself. I'm not frightened of myself now because I know that wouldn't do it. But at the weekend, I was frightened of myself that I was going to do something really, really bad that you could never take back and would wreck hundreds of people's lives. That was me on Saturday. So bad, and I never want to feel that. See, if I do, as I said to my kids and my mum and dad, if I do feel that again, I'm going to phone an ambulance. I'm going to phone an ambulance. Right, my mum's still messaging me. They're back for the vet. Hopefully the dog's not got needles sticking out for acupuncture. I never knew that was a thing though. I think, and I was laughing, and as I say, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at the animals getting like pain. Just the whole concept of acupuncture on your dog. I'd never ever thought that in a million years. Ever. I'm proud of you as well, Goldust. I'm proud of everybody that's going through this, and please, if yous are, especially at this time of year, do what I done and get help. Get help, because that's what I'm doing. And even though I'm on the medication that I'm on the highest level, right? So they'll not be giving me any meds, but I think it's more than that. I need someone to help me cope. Yeah, see, my brain, as I say, I've got a great imagination, but that's brutal. See, when you're depressed, my imagination's the worst. I imagine my whole family at a big party, right? All having the best time in the world. I'm no there, of course, right? I'm no there. They're all having the best party ever, and not missing me one little bit. And Linda, who? What was her name again? All right, Mum. Now, that is so stupid, right? Of course that is never going to happen. But see, when I'm in one of these manic episodes, that I've got the blinkers on, and I swear it's like a tunnel. That's why people call it tunnel vision, because it is. It's like everything else is dark or hazy round about me, and all I can see is my family in the distance. So, oh, we don't give an F. We're all having a bloody great time without all the rest of it, and I'm the burden. Of course, now with this brain on, I'm thinking to myself, oh, don't let yourself ever get that bad, which I'm not going to, because I did, I was stupid and I regret it. And it was never over sympathy or anything, because nobody knew, because I kept it a secret, you see. I've kept this a wee secret because I was ashamed of myself, embarrassed of myself, all of that. All of that comes with mental illness, and people can't see it. And yeah, I cry over commercials. I do. I do. I cry over that. I'm just a very sensitive person. And I know why he's a sensitive person on YouTube in the first place if you're sensitive. Because I want to be. There's no other. I like being on YouTube. I like talking to people. I like making my videos. I like doing all of that. I just can't help it. Although I've got tougher skin than what I did have to begin with. See, begin with, when I was getting called Shrek and stuff like that, not only does she look like Shrek, but she sounds like Shrek also. And I was thinking, I'll give you the sounding like Shrek. I'll give you that, because I think Shrek's a Scottish accent. I'll give you that. But looking like Shrek. And then I look in the mirror and going, well, I have got a big nose, haven't I, really? I mean, my nose is quite Shrek-like, isn't it? This is it. I tried something stupid, when was it? It was no long after Halloween, actually. And I've been covering it up all this time. I didn't want anybody to know about it. But that was the wrong thing, because, see, we keeping it a secret. I was continuing to think these thoughts. But it's only now that I've told everybody I'm thinking. And they're on to me as well. They're all like making sure I'm all right and stuff like that. But now I'm like, well, everybody knows, so there's no chance I'd be able to do it. I wouldn't be doing it. And then I would wreck everybody so much. I've had a lot. The death threats. I had death threats about a month ago. I had to go to the police. I had to go to the police station, which I loved. Actually, I did enjoy that. See, that was a silver lining. So it was. I had to go. There was a man, and not Amy was threatening you as well, and Golfer Girl and everybody. My moderators, you were all getting it. This man was going to hunt us all down and murder us, because I like to make ASMR videos, and I rejected his romantic advances. I rejected his romantic, so that was it. I was going to get done. My whole family. He even managed to contact Amanda and say to Amanda, I'm the guy that's making your mum's life hell. Right, now we had a right good giggle about that, because not once has he made my life hell. Not once has he made my life hell. Not once. Because I think I think if he was to try it, he would, yeah, he'd burn for it. I've got two Jack Ross, and anyway, but I had to phone the police and let them know that this was a thing, because the guy actually stays in Scotland. Right. And knows my address. So this was the thing I had to, just in case this idiot was going to actually follow through with his plans. I know yous would be alright over in Australia and in America and all that kind of thing. I know you, because I can't see him getting a plane ticket to go over there. And anyway, I think a lot of yous are right wily as well. I think yous would give the guy a run for his money. Oh, but there you are. That's what I got. Death threats. He called me everything under the sun as well. He called me everything ugly, fat. Do you know? He even said I was going to be a rubbish granny. I was going to be a rubbish granny. He said to me, a rubbish granny. And I said to him, your mother should have taught you how to talk to people, actually. You know, but not once did they make my life hell. But here, it was just a wee silver lining when I had to go to the police station. And I was like, officer. See, when I went in, I said to them, I've got a really strange story I'm going to tell you. The police said, well, we're used to strange stories in here. And I thought, well, hang on to your pants, officer. Good morning, Feather. Yeah, that's what I got. I swear to God. And one of my moderators was getting it bad as well. She was getting it bad. At least I know it would get done in. Yeah, I know. See, wild girl, I was an idiot. I was an idiot, and I've been trying to hide my sin from everybody. But listen, I've been through the whole cancer thing and helped people that are going through that, and if folk are going through this mental illness that I'm going through, I don't know if I've got a label. I don't know if they're going to say she's this or she's that or whatever. I don't know. But I'll just be going in and spilling my guts to this person and then going, right, so what do we do now? What do we do now? Yeah, it was Rachel. Rachel got it. I had to say here, thank you so much, Rachel, for taking all of that. She was getting it awful. We kept contacting her. I kept contacting poor Rachel, and I was like, Rachel, I'm sorry that this guy's getting contact with you. And I had to take Rachel's messages with me to the police station, and I had to say to Rachel, if the police want to speak to you, Police Scotland, is that okay? And she said yes. So I had to say to the police, if you need to talk to my lovely friend Rachel, she said that's fine. For YouTube, right? This is it. And look, some people get worse than what I've got. Some people get worse. Yeah, no, the guy's no idea who he's dealing with. But I'm making up. Imagine my pregnant daughter sending messages to my pregnant daughter. See, Sophie got in contact with him, so she didn't went, what kind of guy threatens talking about threatens pregnant women? And oh, she went, listen, Sophie can tell you off. Sophie can tell you off in a story like that. That she's about to tell you off, and the reasons why she's going to tell you off, the actual telling off, and then the after telling off what you should do now. Sophie likes to write that. She likes to go for it. But she came with me to the police station. That was a good day out. Oh, the police officers and it. Listen, I still dream about that. I'm still waiting on Officer Bob. I don't know if that's his name, but I've just called him that. There was some high flirting going on that day. High flirting. The people in the cells must have been like, "What are they pull us up to?" I was flirting with the guy, and I was letting him know I'm actually flirting with you know. I says it's the bald head and the police outfit does it to me every time. Sophie kept going, "Mum," and I'm going, "What hen? Mummy's talking to the man. Just leave Mummy alone." They absolutely loved it, Gold Dust. The one that I liked went, but he's the one with the looks, and I went, oh, I don't know about that. I like bald heads and see the uniform as well. And the, the young guy was like that, looking at me and Officer Bob. And so was Sophie. The electricity was flying. She's doing great. You want to see the size here now. She's huge. And you can see like that's a bum moving here, and I think he's starting to slow down a little now. He's more like big moves. She's due in February. She's due second 22. That's what she's due on. All the twos. I hope she goes in all the twos. And my birthday's a 2, so that'll be on your lottery tickets. A 2. He loved the attention, that's what he did, because I had blocked him on everything, because I knew who it was, basically. I had a good idea who it was, right? And again, it was me drunk one night and, sending text sexy messages, and I'm a bad girl, and then in the morning going, oh God, what was I doing that for? and then explaining, look, I like you as a friend, you know, that kind of thing, and then he didn't take kindly to that. Listen, I'm telling you, I need to hide stuff. This is a. I might have to tell the therapist about this tomorrow. I need to hide stuff. Tattoo guns, we all know that. Drills is a bad idea for me to have a drill. Hoses, remember I hose the building down, and I do stuff, you know, when I'm having a bit of flavouring. So I would, and I'm a lover. I love everybody. See, when I'm having a wee drink, I do, and I love yous more than friends. All of yous, I love you. Like, have I ever told you that I really fancy you? That I can't help myself. I think I'm just a horn dog when I have a drink or two. Image, you know what I mean? It's got to come out in some way. And apparently these days it's like sending texts, dirty messages. And I said to Officer Bob, I said, Officer Bob, do you know what I like to do on a Saturday afternoon? I says, I like to get drunk and I like to send sexy texts. And do you know what he said to me? So do I swear to God, I was like, Sophie's always seen me doing the flirting, but has never experienced somebody doing it back to me, right? Officer Bob was giving it out as good as what he was getting. And I was like, oh, do you? So do I? So do I then? I was like, what? And I'm trying to explain to the man about the murder plot, right? But I'm forgetting. The murder plot. So where is he? I says, I used to stay in a place called Easter House. He said, so did Dan. I went, oh, did you? You stayed in Easter House, and so did I. What school did you go to? And he mentioned a school. I said, I went to that school as well. And the truth, but listen, 15 minutes we were talking about the murder plot, and then 45 minutes we were talking about everything else. I came out beaming. I came out and I sat in the car and I said to Sophie, I don't know if I can drive then. Oh yeah, I can't wait. Oh, Feather, that's lovely. Congratulations on your wee baby. Officer, listen, the young guy says he'll be coming round to your house tonight when his shift's over. I was coming home and shaving my legs immediately just in case that was actually going to happen. I was like, Officer Bob, round at my house, because they know everything about me. They know my address and everything, and my phone number, and my email and everything like that. And I'm like, oh my God. And I have actually seen a police car driving slowly by my window, and I'm like, come on in, and you come. But they've always drove back out the street like that. And oh, because I'm like, oh, maybe, nah. Oh, Sky, see, I don't know if I'd have been crossing the boundary there in the interrogation room asking for Officer Bob's number. He didn't have a wedding ring on, I did clock that. You know, I was like, oh, no wedding ring. That's not to say he's not married. He might be married, he's just not wearing a wedding ring. Of course, if he was married, I wouldn't go anywhere near him because I'm not for that kind of foolishness. You'd probably know. It's probably wrote to you as well. The man was obsessed, and the reason he was obsessed was because I rejected his advances. You see, but I had been a horn dog like once. Well, so I did. I was saying a lot of stuff, and see when I says to the officers, I says, be warned. I said, see if he's reading these messages. I says, I quite surprised myself actually in the stuff that I was saying to this man. I've got to be, he might seize my phone. I've got to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I was like, you know, sometimes I like to send pictures of myself also. This is what I do now, apparently. I never ever used to do this, but this is a new thing. It's a phase. So I'm going through a phase. Please, I won't send you any indecent images. I won't send any to use. Unless you ask for them. No, I wouldn't. He probably will still be checking out things Golfer Girl, but as long as he doesn't contact me again. Or, I know what he looks like anyway, but so if I was to see him in the street, he'd be getting it. And not something nice. I know what he looks like. Yes, Sky, pictures. Mm-hmm. Aye. I was that girl. I hope you have a lovely, lovely sleep. Officer, here, listen, Officer Bob. See if he was going to be looking at my pictures, I'd be like, "Do you like what you see there, Officer Bob?" But Sophie's going, "Mum," and I'm going, "But Sophie, I'm just talking to the man. Just let Mummy's got business here. Take the young officer out." I was hoping for that. I never even noticed, but they probably got a camera in that room, being an interrogation room and all. But I never noticed the camera. I was too busy getting lost in Officer Bob's eyes. For God's sake, who am I done by me? Ah. Gold dust at my age, do you know what I mean? And then listen, sometimes this is what happens to me. I get a bit frisky and think this is what people do these days, and hey. And I'm like, but see, they ever get leaked to the internet? And I'm going, well, if they get leaked, they get leaked. I'll open an OnlyFans then. I'll be out there, so I'll be like, well, do you know what? If you want to see more, you need to pay for it. No, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I wish Officer Bob was in the chat. He did ask me my YouTube channel, and I swear to God, I says to them, you should actually come on a live stream with me. I says my subscribers would love that. No shame. No shame about it at all. I'm quite happy. Oh, there's my lovely Bailey. Good morning, my beautiful Bailey. Thank you for coming into the chat. I'm just about to go off actually, but I'll stay on a couple more minutes because you're just in the chat. Yeah, so that was me. I need to behave myself as well. That's all right to say. I need to behave myself, but I know what I'm like. I know what I'm like. I wonder if I should tell the therapist tomorrow about this. Do you know what else I like to do? I like to send nudes. I know this guy at my age. Who would think a lady my age would be doing that sort of stuff? Do you know what I'm saying? And I do it well. That was me. And do you know the thing was, look, I'm trying not to be too graphic here, but see, when you've got a big belly and stuff like that, and you're trying to take pictures of yourself, it's a bit of a task. Do you know what I mean? You're like kind of like that with the phone. I took about a million and thought, no, they don't look. Oh, that one looks alright. I'll keep that one. The rest of them they're going in the trash. We would make Officer Bob blush. He would be blushing. Oh, Bailey, just an experience. I had a guy that wanted to murder me because I did what him was talking naughty to him, and then the day after I'd said, look, I'm sorry, I get romantic when I've been having a bit of flavouring and I really want to be friends. And then he decided that he was going to try and kill me, my family and all my subscribers. So I had to go to the police station, which wasn't bad because I ended up flirting with one of the police, and it was so good to see. I still think of that. Still think of that, Officer Bob. I could take that off my bucket list. Remember, I always wanted to be arrested, and it was really just to flirt with the police. But since I've done that, I can take that now off my bucket list. I've done that. Oh, at least I'm always when I'm in that zone, I'm having a great time. I'm having a bloody great time. That's what I am. Because I see people that have grew up with phones and laptops and all the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? But this is all like, oh, this is amazing that you can do this, talk to people and stuff like that and all this. I'm a bit of an old fogey, if that's a word. You know, I don't know what I'm doing sometimes with technology. It's all new to me, and like, oh, look what you can do. Bailey, I'm a naughty girl. What can I say? I'm a naughty girl. Yeah, but the death threat was a real one because he was branching out and talking to my daughter that's pregnant and my moderator and stuff like that about how he was going to get me. I know. I'll be like, I smell smoke. I'll need to phone the fire department immediately. I'll be like, burn that toast a bit more. All right, get the fireman here. Oh, I do like a fireman also. Oh, yes. Yes, I do like that. The only uniform I don't like is the postman because of the stalker that I had. Elsha, Elsha, Elsha. Someone help me out. Someone help me out to see Elsha. Elsha. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. I'm really bad at reading and stuff like that. I did have a cheese toasty this morning, golfer girl. We were all right. Nothing bad. I didn't end up with 3rd degrees. Elsha. No, I'm glad I've got it. I'm glad I've got it. Elsha. I'll need to try and remember that. Elsha. Elsa. 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 I'll just keep doing this till I get it right. Elsa. Elsa. Yay! Good. I'll probably forget next time, but someone please remind me next time. But I'm going to go now and phone my mum and see how the wee dog is. I hope she's not getting acupuncture on the thing. But she's getting a wee X-ray on her leggies today, so hopefully everything's all right there. So I'll be back tomorrow, Friday tomorrow. Hope you all have the Friday feeling. And it's getting close to Christmas. And don't forget, I'm going to be saying to you the night before Christmas. I'll be doing that on Christmas Eve. And then I'll be live on Christmas Day doing my own makeup and wishing you all a Merry Christmas, because I'm not having anybody sitting that's not had someone saying Merry Christmas to them on Christmas Day, for goodness sake. So I love you all. I'm going to give you a big, big kiss now and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.